I discovered my boss was hiring me to be his son's future wife, not for my MBA. So I turned his perfect family plan into his worst nightmare during my final interview. Mr. Richardson smiled too widely when mentioning his son worked in the same department. You two would make excellent colleagues. Neighbor was the way he studied my left hand for a ring. I needed this marketing director position desperately. 6 months unemployed, student loans crushing me, and my prenome showing too many rejections. When the offer came with an exceptional salary, I ignored the red flags. On my first day, Mr. Richardson's son Tyler gave me a personal office tour. Handsome, polite, clearly following dad's instructions, every colleague we passed exchanged knowing glances. By week 3, I discovered why my predecessor hadn't quit pwned. She'd fled. Tyler's last 3 colleagues had all been attractive, accomplished women with similar backgrounds. All had resigned within months after refusing to date him. During a company happy hour, Diane from IR had too many martinis. You are the 4th perfect candidate, she whispered. Richardson's wife is obsessed with having grandchildren before she dies. They think you are ideal, Pierna, smart enough for Tyler, pretty enough for photos, and desperate enough to accept. I nearly quit that night. I'd worked too hard for my career to be reduced to a breeding candidate. Instead, I became everything the Richardsons feared. At the next team meeting, I presented a comprehensive digital marketing strategy that made Tyler's proposal look amateur. When Mr. Richardson suggested Tyler should guide me, I responded with data-driven objections that left Tyler fumbling. I volunteered for every high-profile project, stayed latest, arrived earliest. My campaigns generated a 43% increase in engagement, while Tyler struggled to meet basic deadlines. When Tyler finally asked me out, I smiled sweetly. I don't date colleagues, it's unprofessional. His father called me into his office the next day. Intense about your career, he said, frowning. Tyler mentioned you turned him down. Perhaps you've misunderstood the culture here. Actually, I understand perfectly, I replied. I am just unclear whether the illegal hiring practices or the workplace harassment is the culture you are referring to. That's not what. I've documented every inappropriate comment, every project sabotage attempt, and every conversation suggesting my hiring was conditional on a personal relationship with your son, I continued, sliding a folder across his desk, plus statements from your previous perfect candidates. They were quite eager to talk. 2 weeks later, the board appointed a new CEO. Mr. Richardson took early retirement. Tyler transferred to another branch. I received a promotion, an apology, and a substantial harassment settlement that paid off my student loans. Last month at a conference, I ran into one of the previous candidates. She hugged me tight and whispered, "Thank you for doing what we couldn't." Sometimes I wonder if the Richardsons ever realized their mistake. They wanted a desperate, compliant daughter-in-law. Instead, they hired a woman who'd spent her entire life fighting to be valued for her mind. Their perfect candidate turned out to be perfectly capable of destroying everything they built.